Okay, good evening, everyone. And we're starting the stream off a little bit slow here because they're moving my cameras around. Changing the views here. Just for us, you know. Let's see, what else is he going to do with that camera? Oh, a little bit. Oh, there. Yeah, beautiful. A little more. Okay. All right, he's got a gorgeous view on it now. And welcome to everyone. Day 26 of the Icelandic volcano eruption. I'm not sure who's all here. Zeho99, welcome back. Glad you could make it. And we'll see who else is here. A little bit rough getting going, but we are going. So as you can see on the stream or screen of the stream, it's pretty interesting. E.T. good afternoon and welcome. And by the way, thank you for the donation towards the bunny food fund there. That'll help. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's at least a half a 20-kilo bag. Right on. Helps out a lot. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Just looking at what's happening. And our inferno is going gangbusters. So it's amazing to see all that stuff just light up the way it is. Actually, really cool. Just trying to get my document back here from yesterday, and we're going to paste that real quick. I better copy it first. Okay. And get rid of that, and then I'll go back over here to the stream and we'll paste in the goodies from yesterday so everybody can have the names. And there we go. So that's working. That's all right. Anyway, thank you everyone for showing up. I'm DrFox2000, your host this evening. Call me Doc for short. I'm basically an amateur geologist, as well as I'm a prospector. Like going out hunting for gold, things like that. Love volcanoes and plate tectonics and all those nice nerdy science things in the outdoors. Anyway, I hope I'm actually talking here. You guys hear me okay out there? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. Okay. I don't know if this is working. He's a geodude. Yeah, except I'm not inside a geode. You know. Okay, thanks, Zeho. Appreciate that. That's all cool. So just real quick from right to left, and I know that's going a little bit backwards. But over on the, maybe we'll get the whiteboard working here. We've got our friendly neighborhood Bob on the far side. Okay. And then the little guy covered in smoke, and there's a lot of smoke, so I apologize for that. Just not much I can help with. And this should be RAG. RAG. Okay, and the next guy in the smoke here, that'll be NAR. N-A-R. And there we go. And our next guy up is Sif. And Sif is being a naughty one because he is trying to compete with his little neighbor there who's growing leaps and bounds. And his little neighbor, of course, is the bad name, Hell. So that's the lineup that we've got sitting there right now, guys. Hobby Bugs, welcome. Bree, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. And there's the lineup. And earlier we were on a little bit closer, zoomed in version of it, but I was looking at Sif earlier today and very late last night when I peeked in on it, and it looked like he had blown off a lot of his top, and he was spewing out the side. So it looks like he blew off a little bit more of the top part there, and is still throwing a lot of lava out, and he's being very active. Now I'm wondering if the pressure of Hell being beside him has got something to do with it. Maybe he felt like he should grow up faster. Anyway, and looking at Hell on the other side there, looks pretty cool too. They're all growing, right? And it's so hard to see at nighttime, but I did get some footage from around noontime, and we'll throw that on here so you can kind of have a little bit of a view. You don't see Hell in the this particular picture because that would be further off to the right, but or sorry, to the left. I mean, you do see Bob over on the right hand side, then Rag, and then we see Nar. Now I don't know that little mound in between there, if that's actually part of Nar or if that's a new little guy, and I mentioned that guy yesterday. So I'm kind of wondering. And there you can see on Sif what I was talking about earlier. Sif used to have a very nice shaped cone, and you know, now we see Sif is splooshing out a lava right on the side here. So looks pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm going to throw it back to the other camera so we can see the names there. So yeah, that looks pretty cool, guys. Okay, and I see we got 29 people in the chat. 6 people hit that like button. If you guys want to, please do hit that like button. It helps a whole bunch with getting the ratings up there, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you can, share out the stream in your community tab if you do have one, and that would also help and get a few more people in here, and I'd really be happy about that. Let's see who else has shown up here, and just welcome Judy girl, welcome back. Let's see, is there anybody else? I already mentioned you, Hobby Bugs. I appreciate you coming back. And I guess the rest of the people are being quiet and just watching the show, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you actually do have to sit back and relax and just watch it. Ziho, you're not there? Okay. I wanted to just hit the before chatting because I know this is going to be good. Yeah, it is actually looking pretty good. Definitely looking pretty good. We'll flip to the other views here. Now, again, we've got some smoke issues with this, so I'm not 100% sure if it's all smoke, but to me it looks like smoke that was blowing around. We'll throw it on one of the other views here. I think this is our long backside view of supposed to be flow in the middle there somewhere at the top, and it looks like we have more of another cone of some sort or something, if I can draw on here, developing there, and I think that's on the downhill slope, because the other stuff is up on the ridge up there like that. So if that's on the downhill slope, that would be another fissure, and that's very interesting, or well, fissure or vent off of the same fissure group, if you will. So not sure if anybody's heard anything about that. If you have, by all means, please let me know. Hello, sir. I think you're doing a great job. You make me laugh so much. Thank you. Okay. Well, hey, gotta have a little bit of humor in life. You know, that's the whole thing. And thanks for coming in, Stitch Cats, is I guess what you're calling yourself. All right. Anyway, welcome. And glad I can be funny at times. So in this picture, yeah, flow should be up here somewhere. And then our other guys, I'm not going to name all of them here, but it looks like they're down there. And this may be Wolf in that last point. And I see Bob over here sometimes in the back corner on the left-hand side. So I did miss you so much. Okay, who'd you miss? oh, the NightBot. Okay, good thing. Good evening, Jolie. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Anyway, we're just talking about here the backside shot, and if we get the old map out, that's the camera. That's that actually won't work on that one. That camera's way over on the other side, somewhere up in the top there, and that's what's looking this direction. So if we go back to that view, you can see that. So anyway, that's the looking, I guess, southeastish, if you will. Gives you a little bit of an idea anyway, and I think it's looking pretty awesome here. So if we get back to the other screen there, and this is our, I guess we call it the main lineup now, or something like that. And it's building and building and building, and all this lava is definitely making the entire valley floor, or valley, rise up even more. And I haven't heard anything because I got home a little bit later here than normal. I didn't have time to even read anything, so I haven't heard if anyone has heard any information about how much the elevation has risen, and if there was any more flow out from the south, or from possibly from the southeast side. And the ones I'm referring to was, if we circle it on the map real quick here, southeast side being the one I just circled there, and then the south one being down on the bottom. So right now, though, it does look like this lava has taken over a little bit more of this land here as it's getting deeper. So that was actually very noticeable earlier when I was scooting back to see what's going on. So gotta wonder how deep this stuff is getting. So All right, we'll get it back to the main screen. And tonight I did want to make sure I take reasonable breaks. So my voice has been going. I had to do a lot of talking today to explain things and get things across. And I've kind of got a very hoarse throat. So I will be back in 5 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. And I'll see you all shortly. Thanks. Okay, guys and girls, I'm back, and I'll have to catch up here. There's a bunch of people that came into the channel. Welcome, everyone. Sticks Cat, I did say hello to you already. I'm just going back. The Wakefield Doctrine, welcome. Glad you could pop in here from England. Great stuff. Jonah, welcome back. The fish are sinking more. Okay, to the south. Okay, that's very interesting, and that's kind of what I was looking at, and wondering if it's actually because it's heating up those other areas, whether it's actually going to start getting some momentum or flow to the south. Hiking trails had a redirection cause of the flow issue. Okay. All right, let's see who else popped in here. Lexter Dexter, welcome back. Thank you for stopping in. Who else? I thought I seen some others. Maybe I got everyone. Pearson from Iceland, welcome. I missed that one somewhere. But yes, everyone, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. My name is DrFox2000, or Doc for short. Just an amateur geologist and a prospector. Go out digging for gold, things like that. But I do have a great interest in volcanoes and plate tectonics and all the good nerdy science things. So that's kind of why I do this, and I want to share it with you guys, and hopefully everybody catches a little bit out of this. Welcome Rebecca from Scotland, Irish Gold Hunter Craig, or sorry, Scottish Gold Hunter Craig. Do they have gold in Scotland? Really? Do they? Tell me, please. Or has everybody picked all of it off? Or are you going after old Roman coins and things? Just curious. Welcome Diane, or welcome back. I'm here to get the likes up. Oh, you're here to get the likes up. Well, I mean, I can mention the thing about the likes. If all of you guys want to hit that like button, it would really, really help me out. And I would appreciate it. It gives better ratings. And we could make things happen in the future a little easier. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you like the content that you're getting, do hit that subscribe button. Turn it gray if it's still red. So anyway, getting back to it here, boy, Sif is really pumping it out. And I think it's a head-to-head duel here between Sif and Hell. And I'm looking over at Bob on the right-hand side, and Bob's doing a little overhand over his back shoulder there as well. So things are looking up, guys. And we are seeing more actual flow in the middle, and I'll draw on the screen again here, coming this way. So it's coming from Sif as well as it's coming from Nar, and I'm not sure if Rag is still pushing everything that way, but we definitely have the stuff still flowing out of here, and wherever the stuff is going from Bob Jr. So and this over here apparently is kind of squiggling in this way, and I think there's also some going way around back and heading back into the valley here. Now, if we get back into the that picture for a second, and now I know this is a couple days old already, but so this is increased in size here a little bit from what we've seen because of the height of the lava around it. It may even be up a little bit more here. I'm not sure exactly where the ridge is, but it's built up a little bit there, and we are definitely getting more flow from Ulf, and we are still getting flow this way from Flo, and Flo is also doing a fantastic job tonight going this direction. Our main stuff that we were just looking at is all here, and we're looking at it from that kind of a direction. So we'll get back into it, and I'll get rid of the scribbles here so you guys can enjoy the clear view, even though it's a little bit smoky. I don't know how the other ones are. Yeah, maybe we'll pop back. You know, backside's even worse. How about the close-up? Okay, this is kind of a close-up of, you got just the edge of Bob on the right-hand side, and you've got Rag, and hang on, I'll get him. Who's the other guy beside Rag? Nar, that's him. Nar is hard to remember. Nar. Hi from Iceland, looking into Gar 1783. This might be a beginning of another one of this. Also, Laka Gar caused the French Revolution. Okay, now I didn't know it caused the French Revolution, but it's certainly interesting fact there. Thank you very much for that, Baldwin. I appreciate that, and thank you and welcome, of course. Definitely like input from people that are local in Iceland, because I do appreciate that. It's great help. And Iceland is a beautiful place to go visit, except for right now we got COVID, so don't bring your COVID to Iceland. They don't want it. Looks good though, guys. Let me go back into the wider shot here and feast upon the lava. And this is flowing some pretty awesome time. I'm wondering, you know, if all this could build up so much that it eventually ends up building its own into a single cone with multiple feeders in it. You know, and that's, I think, how some of the bigger volcanoes have actually grown. So it could be could be good that way too. Let's see what else. Kim, welcome back. I'm gonna need help Saturday and Sunday working. Don't let you down. 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, Kim. Well, we'll see if we can get some hot entertainment for you for the time being. We'll see what happens. Aloha, Don Arnold. Glad to see you come back. And did I miss anybody coming in? I hope not. But yeah, man, this is pretty cool. I like it. It's awesome. Just wondering about our other shots here. Just kind of browsing through on the backside. Yeah, we're pretty smoky in the back stuff, but I can show you that earlier footage again, and this was from just, I think it was about 12:30 or Iceland time today, just after lunch, and that was the scene where we're seeing Bob on the right hand side, and then Rag, and then Nar, and then Sif over on the left side. And I was really kind of looking at Sif with the way that the lava poured out of the side. And if you recall, Sif had a very, very nice peaked cone previously, and it's turned into a monster, a little monster. So it's doing all right. Anyway, yeah, it's actually looking pretty good, but you see how much lava is now building up, eh? And also there's some, what am I doing here? Get my whiteboard going. Okay. Oh, it's because it's a video. I forgot to lock it. My apologies. We'll pop to the other one here. And I'll fix that up and lock it down so I can scribble on there as well. And let's see. While you guys are doing that, I will go do this. And get my video fixed up. Layout, lock position, there we go. So that'll work. And test out my whiteboard. And see why it's not working. Ha. Okay. I knew this would happen, but we have a plan. We put a new one in there, and then we can do our thing. There. Okay. So I'm going to put it back to the other one there, to that, if I can now. I'm going to test this out before I do that. Yep. Okay, I can. All right. Let me push that one live, and then it'll play again. And that was the earlier footage of today. And we'll get it on there for you. Who else has came in? Diane, welcome. Or I think I said welcome to you already. Desi, welcome back. Who else? Anyway, what I was going to draw on here was just looking at the pile of lava that's being kind of pushed up, and that is this area here. You know, and even here you can see there's quite a big gouge, and then this is up a little higher. So, and there's a lot less of Bob actually showing. So Bob didn't have lava all the way up there. So this is all getting to be pretty new. And the side over here of Bob Jr., if you will, it's also kind of disappeared. So it's melted away, I guess. Or we got it growing. Anyway, we'll put it back on the other screen so you can see. Okay, why is there lips all over the screen here in the chat? Oh my God. I don't think everybody wants the lips there, Desi. But anyway, back to the volcano. Yeah, it is pretty awesome looking. And the fact that this whole area is doing what it's doing, you know, this could go on for a few years. Like the other fellow that mentioned there about Leka, I'm really bad with that kind of pronunciation, Baldwin. It's Lekagar. I don't know if that's it. But yeah, when you're looking back in the history, it definitely has happened before in this area, so it could be another one. I was in Iceland in 2010 and 12 for VSB and Baptist. Okay, it was kind of a volcano then too. Yeah, 2010 they definitely had a volcano happening. I do recall that. I don't remember what was in 2012 though. But that's all right. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us here tonight. Those people who just come in. I'm DrFox2000. Call me Doc for short. basically an amateur geologist and a prospector, like hunting for gold and really appreciate things like plate tectonics and watching volcanoes and how the earth renews itself with its different facets of Mother Nature's power, if you will, and she's showing it here for sure, and it's looking pretty hot. Anyway, I'm going to take a couple of minute break here. Throat's getting a little bit sore again, so I will be back in a few minutes. By all means, carry on chatting in the chat. Okay. Laka Gigar. Laka Igar. Laka Gigar. Laka Gigar. Did I say that right, Balden? We'll see if I said that right. Laka Gigar. We'll try it anyway. Hopefully I did. And I'm trying, guys. I don't speak Icelandic, so and I really haven't had anyone just about. Okay, thanks. We'll try it a little bit more afterwards here. After I take my little break, so we'll see what's happening. Okay, I don't know what you said there, but holy mackerel! How is anybody going to pronounce that, Jonah? Okay, I'm sure you guys can really easily if you speak the language, but I'll be back. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you in about 5 minutes. Okay, everyone, I am back. In the background here, I flipped through all the different views, and right now smoke seems to be the issue for the other views. So we're doing not so bad here in this one, although it does come and go as well. So bear with us. I mean, that's Mother Nature, nothing we can do about it other than be patient and wait. So I thank you all for sticking around. I'm glad you're all still with it and looking at our wonderful roasty toasty lava just flowing out of those things. It seems to have really picked up over on the left hand side. Sif has kind of dropped off a little bit there, and I believe it's Hell is creating his namesake, if you will, over on the left side. So you can see that flow, and I guess if we give it a little bit more time, we'll probably see it coming closer down in front here as it progresses with its multiple streams. So and that's actually starting to cover up that hill, so it may be able to crest some of that, and it's going to bury all of it. I'm just reading here the Lackey eruption and its aftermath caused a drop in global temperature as 120 million tons of sulfur dioxide were spewed into the northern hemisphere. This caused crop failures in Europe. Okay, thank you, Peter. Appreciate that little fact. Wasn't aware of it. That's very interesting. Now, so far, sulfur hasn't been that much of an issue from this volcano, from what my understanding is. Is this volcano anywhere near the Blue Lagoon? No, Gerald. Unless there's a Blue Lagoon in Iceland that I don't know about. But welcome anyway. Yeah, I'll have to search that later, Barry. I'm kind of busy right now, and we'll have a look at that. 1790 was the onset of the Dalton Grand Solar Minimum and the Dalton Minimum. Yes, that's true too, Jim. You've got that, Jimmy. You've got that correct. There was a lot of things that happened back then, I guess. And consider ourselves fairly lucky because we really have not had anything super dramatic happen. Oh, there is a Blue Lagoon. Okay, 10 miles from there. Okay. Okay, it's a thermal spring and spa. All right. I wasn't aware of that. So, has the temperature been affected for the Blue Lagoon? That's a reasonable question. Has it gotten warmer? Pricey, but quite a special place. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's west of the eruption. Okay. Don't say what, Doc. I missed what you said. Oh, trying to keep up with the chat here. It gets moving pretty quick while I'm trying to do other things, and hard to see. More rubber ducks. Okay. um, the Bob Volcano Complex. Now, I don't know if we want to call it a complex, but it sure does look like it's got multiple tenants in the this area. So, and they're all pretty hot guys or guys and gals. I don't know. I guess all of them are guys, aren't they? Never mind. That's a bad joke. We won't go in there. So anyway, yeah, looking. Oh, I see Sif is acting up a little bit again. So um, that really is starting to look pretty awesome. And if you, I don't know if Bob is still putting out 5 meters per second. That could be a little low. Hey, Simo, welcome back. Susan, welcome back as well. Glad to see you. And good evening to everyone. For those who are just joining us, I'm DrFox2000. Also, you just call me Doc. Just basically an amateur geologist, and I am a prospector of sorts, like go hunting for gold, and into plate tectonics, volcanoes, of course. Don't like storms so much, but it's nice to see some cool lightning come out of a volcano, that kind of thing. Anyway, I just throw that in there to let you know who I am, and basically I'm doing the stream to bring this to everyone to kind of help everyone see it, and hopefully they'll get something out of it and enjoy it. And to me, it's basically a once in a lifetime kind of field of event that's going on here. And because of being there right when on the first day, and having the growth rate, like the watching the entire volcano and the whole area get deeper in lava and grow, and it is just absolutely fascinating to me. And like I say, being on day 26 here, we certainly do see a huge difference from back in day one. And we do actually have I have that loaded here. If I can throw it back in a second, I can show you what we did originally have back in day one. So let's see, turn that one off, turn this one off. On, oh no, that's the wrong one. Where'd my day one footage go? Oh my God, somebody stole it. Actually, I was going to run this other one too, though, which was when the other guys were still little babies. When Rag and Nar and Sif, and you can see Sif over on the left-hand side there, and you can see how small he actually is in comparison to what he's grown into now, as far as the monster, if you will, that we can see on the screen. I'll get it on there. There we go. So that really kind of, to me, it's awesome, cool. So anyway, I'm gonna look for that other file real quick. Of the earlier one. Okay. All right. Yeah, I found my earlier file footage here, so we'll just push that on real quick, just so you can see. And this is footage from back in day one. So have a look, and that was the the original volcano. So it's grown a whole bunch, and this is long before they had the fissures opening up, and I think it's really awesome how much this thing has grown. So really, really cool. So we'll push the other one back live here. So that gives you a little bit of a comparison. Okay, Simo, thanks for stopping in. Sorry I couldn't yak with you a little bit here. Kind of busy, you know. And I'm sure you can figure that one out. Jimmy Kane. Okay, just looking here. Okay, Jimmy, that's very interesting information that the magma analysis, and it determined that it was unique from any past flows in the area in comparison. Okay, and that's kind of what I was thinking about too. Was 6,000 years since there was an eruption near Niagara Fall. Okay, sorry. The lava is not coming from the shallows. Yeah, it's coming from deep, deep down. And this is what we were saying before. 15 to 20 kilometers, if not further down. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, 5 cubic meters, Alec. That's about right. That's what you get. And that was 5 cubic meters is what the original flow out of Bob was. So even if Bob is reduced to say 4 or 3, the additional stuff just from what we see on the screen is phenomenal, because that's, you know, I'm guessing in total we've got probably 15 cubic meters of lava flowing out of there, and I'm including what we can't see off to the left-hand side of the screen, which would be Flo and Ulf over there. So those two are pumping it out as well. So it is, you know, quite a volume that's coming out of this thing now. Let's see how the other sides are for views. No, the other side is still smoked out, so unfortunately we don't see a heck of a lot over there. So I'm going to leave it on this screen for now, and I will try going through, see if there's anything else I missed in the chat. Barry, what else did you say? The most northern vent has slowed down a lot, though. Yes, that's right. Flow has calmed right down, and but it is still, you know, putting out some lava. So it's not gone dead, but it's slowed down. And it's interesting to see, though, that you know, yesterday our SIF was actually shooting up lava very, very high, and today he's not quite as high, but I think he's probably blown part of his top off because he was going so hard there. You know, and like I showed in that earlier footage, where he actually looked like he melted his sides off. Officials label event Shield Volcano yet? Have I do not know, Lexter Dexter. Anyone know if they did the official naming or saying that it is a shield volcano? Just curious. Anyway, I was going to throw that earlier footage back up here, and is that the one? No, I don't. Oh, I wanted the other one. Okay, where'd I put it now? Where'd I put it? Oh, that's my screen one. I don't know what happened. This thing is confusing me. That's okay, I'll find it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this was the one from earlier during the day. It wasn't quite as active looking as it is now, certainly. But you can see, okay, Bob on the right hand side there, and then as we're going over there, Rag and Nar, and I'm still curious about that little nubby right in between Rag and Nar, but we'll worry about that later. And then you see Sif, and you see how Sif has knocked his side out there. Now it looks like Sif in the more recent shot has in fact rebuilt it, so it's very interesting when you look at the other view, and when you switch over fairly quickly, and you can see that his cone is looking more like what you'd think a volcano cone should look like, right? Rather than being chopped or sideways like what's happened over at Bob's side. So it's looking pretty cool. Just to go through this real quick, hey guys, if you enjoy what you're seeing or you like the content, by all means please do hit that like button. And I see it's at 48. Let's see if we can push it up to 50 at least, or a little bit higher would be great. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of this kind of stuff with the narration and flip back to what happened in the previous times and stuff like that, I don't know if you find that content on other sites with the narration and all. But if you want to see that, by all means, I'm doing what I can to try to get it out there. And I do have all the, from day one right up to yesterday is all in the playlist. So if anyone wants to go back and review any of the old streams, some of them are fairly long, 5 or 6 hours. So there's a lot to take in and look at and so on. So if you wanted to, reminisce a little bit, you could always do that. Just so you know it's there, and even if you want to use it as a reference of some sort, that's all cool, and thanks. So you can look at those, and I'm planning to be streaming, for at least, well, I was going to stop at 30 days, but I think I'm probably going to keep going. Probably going to go 45 days or something like that. Oh, Susan's saying 60. Oh, 60 likes, which is cool. Thank you. But maybe I'll have to go 60 days. Well, we'll see how things go and see how long my voice lasts and see if I can keep doing this every day. So, and right now on the screen, boy, things are starting to glow, looking pretty awesome. And I don't know if we have a little bit more of an increase there, but definitely over on the left-hand side of the screen, what I kind of mentioned earlier there, that we'd see some more lava starting to flow down. And it is in fact doing that. So both the left and also a little bit more coming out of Sif, heading off to the right side of Sif. So cool stuff all the way through. Has to cross maybe months. That is kind of hard to say, Lexter Dexter. let me see if I can bring up a map that actually shows the road. I thought I had a map on here that did. Might be this guy here. Oh, didn't show my map. Turn this off. Turn that off. Okay, it's not showing me my map. Map. Let's try that guy. Ah. Something's not working. Something's not loving me here. I'm wondering if I have to do a reboot after I finish this stream. I haven't rebooted for a while, so kind of makes a guy wonder what's going on when things stop working. Anyway, what I was saying about southward, let's see, even this map doesn't really show it, but I'm gonna put the other map on here. This was a few days ago. So what we're wondering is if it heads out south, it should be, so if it's going to flow here, it could flow here, it could, it will likely go there. We're also thinking that it's going to come out the east side here, and then it could go like that, or if it gets enough build up here, it could veer off and head down into this area. So there are a lot of possibilities, and depending on how things form and block, and so yeah, and the roadway is a little bit further down, and I'll keep hunting for that. I know I have one of the shots has a map, the actual road right on it, so I will look for that. Having an ice day. Mike, welcome back. Yes, we're definitely having an ice day. It's a horse race or golf match. Golfing match. This is so dramatic every day. It changes so much. And yes, it does change, MG. It's awesome. And that's what makes it so good to watch this stuff. You know, because every day there is something new. It's completely altered what it did the day before, and you know, like I said, with Sif going pretty nutso here today, for lack of better words, in competition with Hell, that's off to the left side there. So a little bit of extra competition, and flow slowed down a bit. So. We're really, you know, cool seeing that. And again, things are shifting, and they can be, you know, because it's such a dynamic event, things can change very quickly, right? So flow could shut down completely, and this could push back behind Bob and go, you know, push further south that way, and I'll see if I have the other map here for what we call the danger map zoomed in. See if I can get that one on. Yeah, I wanted to see the one with the actual fault though, so I've got several maps, but anyway, this was one of the ones what they were referring to, but the whole fault line, we can kind of paste it on here if we get this thing to hold still. So the whole fault line, when we're going from north to south, so where'd my whiteboard go? Okay, whiteboard. No, whiteboard doesn't want to go. It's because I'm over top of another video. Give me a second here. Let's see if we can turn. the other things off. Too many things stacked up here. And yeah, there it is. Okay, we'll turn that guy off. So there. We can make this work. Let's see. No, didn't do it. Copy, remove, paste. We'll get it going. Ah, darn. Again, it didn't do it. I think I have just too many things in this one screen scene here that is making it difficult. Anyway, on the map, so if you connect the dots, the red dots in the middle here, that's kind of your Fisher line, right? So now if it moves down south beyond Bob, this is what I'm kind of thinking is going to happen. And it's going to end up in that valley, and we'll probably... oh, here's the other map. And this is zoomed out a little bit, but you can see in the center there, there's a orange line. And that's basically where it's going to flow. And I'm thinking it's going to head south, and we're going to get an opening further to the south past Bob. So that is a possibility, right? Well, that one's a little smoky. We'll go, yeah, we'll leave it there. The other views are a little bit smoky again, so I'm going to leave it there for right now and just watch this and see what it's doing. Okay, gonna try to read a little bit here and see what I missed. I'm in San Diego, so I mostly watch in the dark. It seems fire mostly at night. Is that a visual thing, or is there some geological basis for the more lava at night? It's twofold really in there. It does seem to be more active at different times. Okay, and there were nights where there was a lot less flow than we had during the day as well. So it works both ways, but you probably are associating it with the fact that you can see it a lot better at nighttime, and it sure does glow, you know. And as I was saying with that earlier footage I showed, you know, when you look at that scene, you certainly don't think there's as much flow there as what you see on the screen now, right? So if we pop back to the other one, you know, between the two, you kind of go, oh, okay, well, are we seeing more on this day than the other day, right? So it's kind of interesting that way. Let's see, is there other questions? Fortis, welcome back. Nice to see you. And yes, actually there is, you know, like, to me it looks like there's, at different times, there is more. You know, and I think part of it is the visual perception, because it really glows and stands out. But, you know, as we've seen in the other shot, there is still a fair amount of flow, right? So it is what it is. Bob was sending smoke signals. Yes, Kim, Bob was. Nope, it's the sensitivity of the camera sensor. Oh, what about, it's easier to see at night? Well, the sensitivity of the camera sensor is going to see the light stuff at night, yes. It doesn't like dark things. Then you have to turn on the infrared lights and be able to see things that way. Or I'm just wondering, has anyone thrown a thermal camera on here yet? I haven't seen any thermal camera footage. And I imagine trying to get your delta T stable on this would be just absolutely nuts. But interesting. Gerald, welcome. And who else is in here? Fortis, got you already. Chico11 Mbit. Okay, welcome. Alan LaRosa, welcome back. Who else did I miss? Trojan Pony. Okay. Welcome. And did I miss anyone else here? Smoking Joking is in here. Great. Michael, I got you already. Seen you there. Russell, welcome. Jonah, already seen you. Okay. Oh, there's Jenny from the Rocks. Okay. So, all right. I hope I caught a few of you guys. If I missed some of you, I do say hello. A lot of people that have come in don't know who I am and all that, so I'll run through that real quick. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Call me Doc for short. I'm an amateur geologist. I do prospect for special things like, well, gold. And of course, I keep my eyes open for, gemstones, the likes of that as well. Haven't found anything too serious, a few bits and pieces of jade and things like that, which is always nice to make your day. And then you zip your lip and don't tell anybody where you got it, because that's the area that you're going to go back into and hunt for some more of that jade. And that can be fairly valuable. I've never found anything like opals or anything like that. Found some very low quality diamonds, out prospecting, and I wasn't really into diamonds so much, but I do like gold, platinum, silver, that type of thing. So it's all cool. And if you guys are into gold panning at all, you'll know what mica is, and that's the stuff you just don't want in your pan. That and a lot of iron. That's really magnetite is hematite and magnetite are just, you don't want that stuff. But anyway, okay, so we get back to the volcano here. That's who I am anyway, and I like running the live streams, and kind of a technology nerd. Have camera systems set up in other places, and this is from the public feeds, so I thought I'd throw some commentary behind it and things like that, switch things up a little bit. So hopefully everybody's enjoying it, and the doctor is in. Hello, Titus 310 always, thank you for joining us. Harrison Zone, hi, welcome. Barbie in Rainbow, welcome to the stream. Holden Dave, also welcome. Judy Girl, you are the doc. Yeah, I'm the doc of Dr. Fox. Came from fixing up a fox, so a real live fox, and then rescuing some little ones after some tragedy. So anyway, that's where that came from, and that was some 21 years ago, 22 years ago. So been there like that for a while, guys. I did want to mention I only want to run the stream for 2 hours today. So we got about 45 minutes to go, a lot of time to look at this stuff yet, so everything is cool. What's happening with the pumpkin? Who's bringing up pumpkins? Why we got pumpkins? Mike, what are you doing? Pumpkin pyrite. Pumpkin pyrite? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Yum, NightBot. Oh. Almost Dr. Zeus. Well, I don't know. I think I'm still a long ways from Dr. Zeus, but that's all right. Magma is not affected by lunar phases. No, magma is not typically affected by lunar phases, but the Earth's crust sure is. And if the magma is already stuck in it, it comes along for the ride. But thank you, Red Rover, for being here. Glad you're back. Brendan Sharp, you're too late for Halloween, NightBot. Yeah, I think NightBot was just getting ready, but that's all right. Let's see. Okay, any more quakes? No, actually, it has been very, very quiet, quake-wise, Alan. Actually, just to ask, the people that are in Iceland, have you heard or felt any earthquakes while this is happening? Because that's something I haven't seen any activity on USGS at all for Iceland, and I'm just wondering if somebody did that. Okay, MG, you mentioned that I do kind of sound like Carl Sagan, and I've been told that before, not just once or twice, a few times. So, and I know what it is. It's the nasal voice. But the soliloquy of verbiage that comes from Carl Sagan's mouth when he spoke is hard to put together. I mean, that man, he knew what word to use and when to use it. And I really do admire Carl Sagan. You know, being an astronomer myself, it's you know, it goes back to the pale blue dot and everything, and it's just awesome. Anyway, Carl Sagan is one of my guys that are way up there, kind of thing, you know, and he's a very good man. It's too bad we lost him so early, and that seems to happen a lot. All the good guys end up going very quickly. Ela, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia is here. Well, welcome from Saudi Arabia, Ella. I'm glad to have you here. Titus 310, always my family's listening and they agree on Carl. Right on. And yes, absolutely. You know, when you think about what the man said, and especially like when he did the shows, you know, Cosmos. To me, that was the best TV that a guy could watch at the time. And of course, I'm a nerd, so what do you expect, right, guys? But it was really, really awesome. Anyway, let's see. Right to you realize Iceland was created by a hotspot. Of course, it was created by a hotspot. It's where the tectonic plates are pulling apart, and things started to ooze out, and it created Iceland. And it should have actually been called Greenland, because it was in the summertime. It's pretty much all green. The Icelandic meteorological, sorry, teeth aren't working, so office tracks smaller earthquakes. There are still a lot of them happening, but the largest in the past 2 days was 1.6. Okay, and that was about an hour ago. Okay, thank you, Trojan Pony. I appreciate that information. So, yes, there are little tremors happening, and that's something that I was trying to find out earlier. But the if that's who's tracking them at the meteorological office, then we'll see how that goes, because there, like I said, there's nothing on USGS whatsoever, and that's a little disappointing, but I guess it is what it is. Googleplex, yeah. Um, Carl Sagan really did do a lot of educating, you know. Um, it's just fantastic. Great man, great man. Axel Rogue, thank you and greetings from Berlin. Uh, Welcome, Axel, and welcome to the stream. Ich spreche auch Deutsch, aber das ist Englisch hier, so I'll speak English. I won't speak German. And thank you for coming on board. Um, Actually, Trojan Pony, no, depending on what you set your function to on the browser window, you can actually observe everything. And I think it's the lowest I've seen is a point 2 on there, and everything higher. One of the things I do watch for is like when they set off, because I have some interest in BC, the next province over here in the mountains, when they set off charges at a mine out there. Those are usually anywhere from point 0.8 to about 1.5, 1.6. And those always show up, you know, even the lower ones, and then we get the occasional rock fall or landslide, and that will create a point 0.2 or a point 0.3. And I've seen that before, so it works pretty good. Let's see if I can catch up here to the chat real quick. Uh, okay, out of the ongoing earthquakes, are they registering deep or shallow quakes? And I would guesstimate that these local ones would be probably fairly shallow. Um, but then again, I could be wrong. I'm not sure what they've actually reported there. Uh, yeah, it could be, could be. I'm okay. Lots of small earthquakes every day and regular in the 1 to 3 range. Yeah, on the west coast of the U.S., definitely the the stuff that I see, it's happening continuously. You know, I kind of look every day and see what's going on around the ring of fire, if you will. Um, and you see, you know, there's always shaking going on one side or the other. And it's interesting to see, because sometimes you'll get a quake on one side, and you know, if it's a 6 or 7, then you watch for the opposite side. After a little while, will have a kind of a retaliatory or reaction to the one that just happened, and it may be, you know, directly opposite. So if we have one happening in Indonesia as an example, we might find one up on the Alaska coast that you know, we get one up there or something, or it could be well, Alaska coast, and that's usually the one where they get a lot of them. But you see the smaller ones usually further south, and as the North American plate and the Pacific plate are sliding along each other, North American plate is going northwest, Pacific plate is heading southeast, And of course they're grinding along, so you've got the good old San Andreas fault there. And as long as you're getting the little earthquakes, you don't really have anything to worry about. It's when the little earthquakes stop that you need to take notice, especially in those areas, because the longer those stop, the more pressure is building up. And if all of a sudden for 2 or 3 weeks you don't get any tiny little quakes, get ready, because you're gonna get jolted, right? So it will happen. Yeah, I think the Red Rover, I think the Magma is pushing some of that around. Um, yeah, actually, since it's been doing its thing here with the extra vents out of the opening up more vents out of the fissure, the smoke is indefinitely increased, and we're off gassing with something. And there is probably a larger number of gases in there now, not still just carbon dioxide or monoxide and SO2, right? So it could have changed. Um, Actually, Red Rover, yeah, that's. I found a few sources, but they're in Icelandic. uh, that's the that's kind of the thing. It's and trying to translate it is pretty hard. Any other landmass along this fault line, Doc? Um, no, because this is kind of a localized fault. Well, or sorry, when I say fault, I should say fissure, okay, but this is pretty much right on the mid-Atlantic ridge, okay. So what's happening there is you have the European plate basically pulling away from this, as well as the North American plate. So they're going in opposite directions, right? And this is where you kind of have a ridge build up as the lava comes out and creates new land, new earth, and it's pretty cool. Um, yep, there's the planet now. Okay, exactly what is the worst part? Uh, Worst part in where? The little searching and consider. Yes, smoking, joking, and you're actually right with that. We were in pretty much a lull of very little activity, and if you go back in history, typically we have a lot more volcanoes cooking on the planet, and this time around, with seeing a little bit more activity, it's kind of, you go, hey, we knew it was coming. Everything works in a cycle. So if you take a look at how long before something will come around again, it's those cycles that we have to kind of get used to. But anyway, I'm going to take another break here, guys. I see it's an hour and a half into the stream. We're going to run another 30 minutes, and I will be back after about 5 minutes. So don't go away. Just before I go, though, I'll remind you, don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you're seeing and you want to see some more of it. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that red button down on the bottom right-hand side there, turn it gray. And if you want to have notifications, you can hit that bell. I myself, I don't typically hit the bell button, but because you end up getting notified by YouTube anyway, or it shows up in your home stream, depending on what you're using um, for for watching this. So anyway, I will be back in about 5 minutes. So hang tight, and we'll see you guys then. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, I'm back, guys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. Don't want to miss anyone. Anyway, I did scribble on the screen while I was taking my break here, so really wasn't. Well, I was resting my voice. But as you see, I kind of depicted everything on here so you could see what's going on. And Nar looks like Nar's building himself up really well. So, mind you, that little extra plume that I mentioned earlier may be what's the other half of Nar, because if you look, it almost looks like two separate vents on Nar. And if we look at the earlier footage, and I'll run that real quick here. This was from around 12:30 today. And when you're looking on the screen here, you see this area in between. This would be rag over here, and this would be nar on this side. So that little guy in between there, if you go back to the other view, you can see that it's actually grown up a little bit there on both sides. Greetings from Central California. Awesome video stream. Born and raised in Santa Barbara, so I'm used to earthquakes, shaking and baking. In '96, we took a trip to Mount St. Helens in Washington. Fascinating. Yes, I've never been to Mount St. Helens. Did fly over it and seen it that way, but I did not go there, so it looked pretty cool. Can you call the other vent Lee? Gnarly? Yeah, I get what you did there, but gnarly. We'll have to see what the experts say. Let me redo that then. Let's get to the whiteboard here. We'll clean the whole thing off, and then we will go and we will do this. Go nar. Oh, come on, smoke, go away. That's okay, I can. And then we'll call this other side Lee. Just watch, everybody's gonna show up tomorrow calling it that. Oh, but we got to come up with some kind of definition for that, because the other ones, they all have names. So what can we use for little enhanced little enhanced eruption. That'll work. Little enhanced, no. Well, little eccentric eruption. I don't know. Something. We can call it something. But I think that sounds pretty cool. So again, you got your Bob over here, right? On the far side. Bob. With Junior down here. Junior's actually so much girthier, if you will. And Sif. And as the namesake says, here's what you got there. So that's the offshoots there, and the ones we can't see from this angle, the next one would be Ulf, and then after that we would see Flo. That F is a little small there. Oop, L, Flo, there we go. So those are the ones we can't see. Now, what we do see though is a lot of action. It really, really is a lot of action. Morgan Gray, welcome. Did 2 field studies while in college. One at St. Hel. Okay. And the other at Kilauea. Okay, so cool. When you did your field studies, what'd you learn? Anything good? Probably a whole pile of stuff. Cal Techie, welcome. Did I miss anyone here? Patrick, welcome. Anyone else? Robert Sides? Did rag and nar form closely together in any time? Flow has slowed down a little bit, Robert. It didn't have as much output as what it previously had, so it has flowed or slowed down. I will run the video footage from earlier today here, so you can do that comparison. And over on the right hand side you got Bob with Junior there, then the one with the R, that's rag, and N is the nar there, and of course on the left hand side there we see SIF, and that's what I was looking at. Actually was more concerned with what SIF was doing, because he's partially rebuilt his cone now, and the circle around that little center point, I think that's what we're going to call Lee. So we have Nar and Lee and Rag. Gnarly Rag. Okay, I know, punny. Okay, let's clear that whiteboard, go back to the other screen, and keep looking at what we got. So, and I better put Rag back in here, just so nobody gets lost. Whoa. Okay, there we go. By the way, I'm trying to write with my mouse, just so you know what's happening there. And it's not the easiest thing to, you're not using a pencil or something on a flat surface. Well, it's on a flat surface, but it loves to roll around. Sif and Hell are female names. I'm not sure. I'm not a name expert, so if there's name experts, by all means express your opinion here. I really don't know. What I am enjoying though is the flows that are coming out of these guys. And I wish the rain would stop so we wouldn't see all the sparkles on the lenses there so much. But it's pretty cool. Red Rover. Actually, I did a few drawings on screen, and if I pace myself, I actually do not bad. If you ever want to see some of my work there, I did a SpongeBob, and it's actually a time lapse you can watch, and it shows how I drew it, and when people look at it, there's no denying it's SpongeBob. So if you look on my channel, it's I think I did it last year or year before, but it's been there for a while. So and I did a few other drawings, did teddy bears and birds and birds nests, and I think I did a beaver one night, just sitting around doing nothing, and figured might as well. And I drew those on my other channel. Well, I have a 24/7 channel that is streaming 24/7. So I had done those on that. So if you guys ever want to see any of that, I mean, you can go back in the history there and look. There's some neat stuff in there. Anyway, Trojan pony, calm down now. A robot, oh, yeah, that's right too. Metropolis. I do recall that. Thanks, Cindy. Pico Hanks, when it's planning storm chasing. Pico Hanks. I don't think I know who Pico Hanks is, but storm chasing is always cool. And I'm kind of the opposite though. If I see the storm, I'm going the other way, not towards the storm. Question: have you heard what the silica content of the lava of Iceland was yet? Okay, originally the silica content, when before all these extra fissures opened up, it was between 80 and 82%, and they were saying it's between about 12 and 15% iron, and the rest is a mixed bag of all the other goodies that are out there. So, yeah, I hope that answered that question, Morgan Gray. And greetings from Oklahoma. Okay. Let's see, what else is on there? Stephen Ward, welcome. Glad you could pop by here. Not going to be on too much longer, guys. I did want to limit everything to 2 hours today due to my throat not being very good. Plus, it's a work night and I have other things to do. Space Time, greetings from Nashville. Well, hello, Nashville. And what you're seeing on the screen is Iceland. And I am actually 4,000 miles away from that stuff on the screen. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So what we refer to as the Great White North, but it's actually melted out there, so it's almost all green. We did have snow again last Saturday, about 6 inches, but most of that's gone now. Anyway, because I am going to wrap it up in another 6.5 minutes here, so I'll go through the spiel one more time. First off, if you liked what you seen on the screen today and you liked the content, by all means, nail that button, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, I will and have intentions of carrying on well past day 30, since the popularity is increasing. So that will be what we're kind of looking at there. And I thank everyone this evening for stopping in and joining in with the chat. I hope you guys really did enjoy the fact that I'm kind of narrating this and trying to bring a better understanding of what's going on as I'm learning myself. Okay, I certainly don't pretend to know everything. I do know quite a bit, but there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I can guarantee you the only thing that I know 100% for sure is that I do not know everything. So that's how I stop the arguments real quick. Anyway, it's been a pleasure having everyone here on the stream. Thank you very much for coming, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow night. My intention is to start at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which should be 11 p.m. Icelandic Time, which falls back into the next day. So right now we're actually viewing day 27, but don't tell anybody that. We started in day 26, guys. So it's all good that way. So if you want to come back tomorrow at 5, depending on what work is like, I may be a little late, 5:30, might even be 6, that kind of thing. It could happen. I am on call, so I may have to shut things down or not have one at all. But I will certainly give it a whirl to see what I can do. And we'll look for all of you tomorrow. So thanks again for all of you for coming in. Thank you to my mods. And thank you to all the participants in the chat. Was a very clean chat tonight. No issues. The E flat wave at 432 hertz. Okay. E flat. Yeah, okay. We don't want to do the E flat. All right. You guys all take care. Thanks all. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you.